Wow. What a day. Yeah, I went to go look up Keontae George because there was talk. Like, I thought, no, he was raised by a single mom, Kristen George. And so, I had heard that Paul George might be his biological father, but I guess that's erroneous information. So, um, it's interesting. But yeah, I watched him at Baylor, and he's a good ball player. I watched him last night. I like to watch basketball. Yeah, I guess I got a little Al Lewis in my, Grandpa Munster. No, I really enjoy sports. So it's Dr. Naismith. I don't know about football. Football wasn't really made to be a winter activity. Football, in its heyday, when it first got started, was psychotic. They talked about stopping it. They were actually killing people playing it, physically dying playing the game because the equipment wasn't originally developed to make better hits and knock shit out of each other and have the animations you have on video games, where they try to decapitate and 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 knock the player out of the game and possibly end his life. It was more meant to protect them when they fall, so they don't. It's meant to it's developed by scientists to keep people safe, like a motorcycle helmet, or something stupid like that. Driving motorcycles and stuff. I've driven motorcycles and they are fun. I promised my mom I wouldn't ride them anymore because my brother Eddie, who recently passed away, which I found out from my biological father, who's not Eddie's biological father. I found out from my other siblings and stuff. Pancha told Dad, I guess, because I don't have a phone, right? And we don't talk anyway. I guess it's kind of uncomfortable when you have, business connections to pay your extortion with people that try to turn your father, your brother, and your father, and your son, your brother's son into sexual deviants and perverts instead of the Holy Family. It's kind of messed up. But yeah, it is. No, my dad devoted his life to trying to talk to Jesus and make sure we all live, the way Jesus wants us to. It's not so much Jesus wants us to, Jesus needs us to live a certain way. You don't want to, Jesus doesn't give a fuck about what you want. Okay. We need, okay, to live a certain way because the needs of everybody, okay, negate the wants of the few that, consume more than they need. This is the dream, make you pauper, make you queen, don't die lonely, have it all prearranged. Hey, she made lots of money from that song, right? You guys are nuts, right? So sitting there watching that game last night, and Suzuki's like, God, that guy is such an asshole. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. People judge, no, Barack Obama's an asshole. Okay. Now, he thinks he's a better person than me. The fact that I liked him is irrelevant. Lots of people like him. He's a hard worker. He's charismatic. He's brilliant. He's amazing. Lots of people wanted him to be president and saw him to be the dark line of the Kennedys and the continuation of Shabazz and or King and Shabazz. He wouldn't admit it about Shabazz. He didn't admit it publicly. He didn't hardly ever spoke. I've never heard the man speak publicly about El Haj Malik El Shabazz. I do. We had prayers during college. He tried to convert me to Islam, the cult that he was a part of. I was like, no. You don't have to be part of a cult to be a Muslim. You just have to stand up for the Lord's Prayer without fear. Saddam Hussein was not a Muslim. What's that other wackadoodle from Libya? What was his name? Muammar Gaddafi was not a Muslim. Zakir Nowick's not a Muslim. He doesn't stand up for the Lord's Prayer without fear. He attacks people over philanthropy cult groups. He's an asshole. It's Barack Obama's twin, right? And, so it's like, yeah, Osama bin Laden was not a Muslim. Nuda Jinadad is not a Muslim. None of them stand up for the Lord's Prayer without fear. Okay. I'm a Muslim. How many of you are Muslims? How many of you will come on this YouTube and say, this is the Messiah. He will stand for the Lord's Prayer without fear, no matter how Satan tortures him. So, you can claim to be a Muslim. That doesn't make you one. Hold your breath till you pass out. Okay. You can claim to be a Christian. That doesn't mean you'll stand for the Lord's Prayer without fear, no matter what the devil and Satan do to you. Okay. Come, all ye Christians, bring your bags of money, right? The problems with your guys' sports and your guys' religions, they're both unhealthy because they're based on the unicorns of NASA philanthropy and not the reality of Dr. Naismith trying to keep kids healthy in consumer training because no one was living religion because of philanthropy. Unicorns. Okay, you understand? Okay. How could Steph Curry's daughter have a happy birthday yesterday if dad was still chasing a gold rock to ring around his neck so he could be the Messi and Ronaldo of basketball? What a Ronaldo Messi mess. Ole, ole, drink a beer on the beach and run around in your bare feet and drink a beer. It's the McKenzie brothers. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a beer. It's an ego sipping fucking all day. And that's what they do. I don't offend anybody. If anybody's offended by me saying stop drinking yourself to death, stop smoking pot to make it feel like you're not alive because you won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, I don't offend anybody. I'm like David and Jesus in the Bible. Son of man, he does as he wishes. You guys are a bunch of bitches. Son of man. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear offending any fucking cowardly bitch ass hoe pimp liar on any device that you refer to as a media device, biatch. Okay. Son of man. People say he's crazy, but his brains are lazy. And Destiny's Child should be very proud that I even know that fucking song. It's not Tommy Edwards. That's not Tommy Edwards. That's not the 3 Degrees. Ain't the Shirelles. They paid extortion, but those ladies didn't have an opportunity to have a YouTube or a Facebook and have personal assistants say, I believe this guy's the Messiah, and he's going to stop us from all having to chase money and have to have sex with record executives who suck. No way. Yeah, way. That is so cool. No, I'm not pissed at women professional basketball players. They got bad brain cover like their male counterparts. They don't have sense enough to stop playing so they can stand up to be a real Christian Muslim, so on, so forth. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff Caitlin Clark takes on her bullies is like, they're all bullies. Okay, we already discussed this. With the professional football players advertising, I don't know where I don't have any friends. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of kids playing a game for money, and money's not real. And Jesus, and Mary Cooper says you guys are all making Jesus cry because when you choose to deceive, it's like, right? And you deceive yourself first. I worked hard for this money. Money ain't real. Jesus died on the cross. It's okay. Islam, no. Okay. Son of man. People say he's crazy, but your brains are lazy. You've given up standing up for the true work of the loving eternal Father that's perfect. Turn him into a cartoon character you live with in a magic place after you're dead so you can fight and fuck over the devil's money and Satan's eternal sin of bearing his offspring, as opposed to loving the Lord. And, because Suzuki told me that on the way from the mailbag. She goes, no real woman it's true in Hebrew history, would rather die. But what about Queen Esther with the thing? She did that to save her people from genocide because you guys have all become barbarians. We're going to give Queen Esther a break. What about Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, and Megan Thee Stallion and Taylor Swift? They should know better. I've been on social media for 15 fucking years. And if there's somebody like the Koch brothers, George Soros, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, or Jeff Bezos, or Richard Branson, Richard Branson. Then they should know, hey, this guy's the real deal. And the cartoon shows are no longer, we don't need any more Eternals. No, Harry Styles don't know, we don't need Tyler Swift pretending to be it. What Travis Kelce gonna do? Hey, don't talk shit about my woman. She's not your woman. You're a pimp and a hoe and a pimp, bumping uglies for money. Go sell a can of soup and get the fuck out of my face, you chicken shit little fucking coward. Did you go to Puka and get sexually abused by the military and shut down all their bullshit with perfect faith and love to protect people instead of take advantage of people that are manipulated by fuck money? Well, shut the fuck up. Go ask Rack Johnson if you can suck his dick and cook his balls. They'll both have you do it to George Soros. Fuck off. Okay, I love you.